All right, what in the world? What in the world? What's going on, man? It's your boy Big Low Kuntry. Hope that everybody out there is doing great tonight. Feeling lovely, feeling good. You know what time it is, man? It's Wednesday. Y'all know what I say every week. Wednesday after lunch, hump day after lunch. It's all downhill from there. For everybody out there who doesn't know me, my name is Big Low Kuntry. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach that loves to sit around and talk about sports. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with me. Thank goodness. Now, first of all, for everybody who's watching the show after we went live already, make sure that you put a what in the world Bo comment, or what in the world Bo in the comment section. I would definitely appreciate it. I definitely want to know where the love is coming from. I definitely also have to make sure that I show appreciation to the love that I'm getting right here, right now. Joseph Thornton, I know that he got that oil for me. He says, "What up, boss?" Pantera says, "BC." He already handed it. See, the coaching staff is so proactive when it comes to handing out the coaching grades. Definitely. YMOF Jamal. He says, "Big Low and coaching staff, what it do? What's going on with your family? Hope that you're doing good." Nate Bill says, "What's good, coach? Who you got in this NBA?" Oh my goodness. But y'all just coming out, y'all coming out off the top. Y'all just coming out hot, coming in hot with it. Definitely, man. Gabrielle says, "What in the world, bro?" Much love to your granddaughter. Says, "Yo, big country, Coach Roney, home of what is this? What is in this man's cup is in this man's cup." You already know what time it is, man. You already know. Uh, says, "Have we heard the news about Buffalo?" We haven't heard the news about Buffalo. In the words of an old school Craig David song, "Can you feel us in?" What's going on, Jamal? Coach Roney. Thing about Roney, she's a sweet old girl, boy. Raymond Elder, False Start Falcon. Everybody in here came to party tonight. What's good with you, man? Monty. Ghost Peppers, Cartier. Much love, much love. So, we're going to talk about a few things tonight. First, we're going to talk about this Atlanta Falcons new improved wide receiver core. We're also going to talk about the NBA playoffs, right? Um, and we're gonna talk about Mark Cuban and Lil Wayne. So if you can only imagine, it's going to be a very eventful show. I promise you, I'm gonna try not to keep you too long. I know that y'all busy and y'all have lives and things like that. But yeah. We definitely gonna chop it up, man. We definitely gonna chop it up. Definitely, man. Definitely. Granddad says, "Hey, where's Baby Huey at?" That throwback from the late 1960s. Oh, you talking about Big Low Conspiracy? All right. I know a lot of people might ask some questions about the last video. That's Big Low Conspiracy. That's actually my cousin. That's my cousin, Big Low Conspiracy. He came and he put up a video on my channel. I don't know how he got all the passwords and stuff, but he came and just put up a video on my channel. I don't know what's going on with him. But yeah, man, yeah. Brian Peebles says, "What up? What up? What in the world? What in the world, Bo? Hope everything groovy, baby." What in the world? All right, so let's go ahead. Um, Granddad talk about. Let's talk about what happened in that pond after Big Low. Okay, all right. See, okay, I hear you, Bo. I hear you. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and start talking about the Falcons, this wide receiver core, right? Olamide Zaccheaus, before this offseason started, that was our number one guy, right? Olamide Zaccheaus, Frank Darby. That's pretty much it. We were, in the words of Big Low Conspiracy, we were driving aimlessly around 285 trying to find, a legit wide receiver core. Now moving forward, here we are. May the 18th. This year's going by fast. May the 18th. And now here we are. I think the Atlanta Falcons are around the middle of the pack when it comes to wide receiver cores. I mean, I'm just looking around. I mean, I look at teams like the Green Bay Packers. I look at teams like, you know, um, the Baltimore Ravens, I think overall, with Kyle Pitts included, I believe we have a better wide receiver core than a lot of these teams. I legitimately do. Coach Rhoda says, Big Low Conspiracy, Kun. Oh man, but yeah, I legitimately think we do, and I know a lot of people, they're upset about this whole Drake London pick. Some people have kind of come to learn how to love it, right? I mean, whenever we first took him, I wasn't too happy about it. Y'all seen the video. Everybody else in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, they weren't too happy about it. But moving forward, I mean, I'm sitting here looking at it like, well, okay, we got this young rookie quarterback, and you got Marcus Mariota, and it's one of those cases, guys, where having a 6'5" guy who can, catch the ball all over the place. I mean, that may be the best move for you. That might be, if I had a quarterback who I don't know if I could fully trust, and this is including Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder. If I had a quarterback that I don't know if I could fully trust, I think I would take size over speed all day. We all know that a rookie quarterback's best friend is a good tight end, right? Well, Kyle Pitts is going to be Desmond Ridder's blood brother by the time this is all over with, because it's going to be cases where Kyle Pitts, he's going to be running through zones, and he might have to make some catches that they could have been thrown late, because Desmond Ridder, he didn't process things as quickly as he needed to. Now this is based off of assumption. I don't know, maybe he could come in and legitimately get a grasp of everything, and everything is just on time, and this offense is popping like fish grease, popping like flour and fish grease. But if that's not the case, and like I said, and this is not just for Desmond Ridder, but this is for Marcus Mariota. If this is not the case, then moving forward, you got somebody who can make those adjustments while the ball is in the air. Not just Drake London, not just Kyle Pitts, but Alden Tate, Brian Edwards, Demir Bird, all of these guys. So I know that during the press conference, Arthur Blank said, hey, man, we're not just biased towards big wide receivers, but, I think Arthur Smith is kind of biased towards big wide receivers. If you don't believe that's the case, ask Corey Davis. Corey Davis was supposed to be the next big thing for wide receivers. Arthur Smith got him, and it wasn't that it wasn't, it didn't pan out too well for him. What's going on, Charles? Much love to you. Now Jamal says, if Calvin really wasn't such a knucklehead, boy, that's a throwback. I had an old coach. I had an old coach. He used to coach basketball. He had a little bit of a speech impediment, but he'd say knucklehead, but instead of saying knuckle, he'd be like nugget head. He said if Calvin really wasn't such a nugget head, we have an elite wide receiver core again. Yes, unfortunately, that's not the case. And Trey Joseph, man, here says, what in the who that? Wait a minute. No, that ain't how it go, Bo. It's what in the world. See, you try to flip things around over. Much love to you, Trey, man. I hope that you doing well, my brother. Monty, he says, I wonder if Frank Darby has earned the eyes for some reps. Llama should be decent in the slot. Hopefully, his rate of separation gets better. And I'm definitely hoping that that's the case. I'm thinking that maybe it's one of those cases, guys, where, Arthur Smith, he legitimately, let's be honest, he called out the wide receiver core last year. In the press conference, they asked him, they said, hey, coach, why is our wide receiver, why is our offense just kind of stuck in the mud? Like, what's going on, coach? And Arthur Smith said, receivers, they can't get separation. He legitimately called him out. Like, I was like, man, that's the most non-PR answer I've ever heard. But he was like, yeah, receivers, they can't get separation. So now you got these guys who can't get off the line of scrimmage because that was his whole argument. He said that they couldn't get off the line of scrimmage and that affected the timing. So if just imagine, so if you're playing DB and you're playing a quarterback who has a 5-step drop, 3-step drop. If you know that the guy across from you, if you could claw him, that means that if you get hands on him, grab him, make sure that you knock that route off. If it's a 3-step drop, a 3-step slant, 1, 2, 3, boom, get up the field, then that throws everything off. So guess what the quarterback gonna do? He's gonna pat the ball. Then he's gonna start looking around. Think about this, guys. Your offensive line is already, they're not world beaters. So you're looking around to see what else is going on. This is supposed to be a quick developing play. Now nobody else is open because they got jammed up over here. Kyle Pitts, he's bracketed. What are you going to do? So I think that's Arthur Smith's complaint. That was the complaint that he had last year. And maybe it's going to be one of those cases where, you're going to have guys that are going to be, running through zones and getting open. And, if it's one of those cases, they got to go up and get passes. By all means, do what you need to do. Cartier says, do really want to play for us, or is this a cry for help? I don't know. I mean, let's be honest. It's like a lot of people said Calvin Ridley, he just wasn't getting along with Matt Ryan. Now that Matt Ryan's gone, maybe it's going to be one of those cases where, he'll want to play for the Falcons again. I legitimately don't know. Tyler Russell says, what's going on, Coach? I mean, beloved. What? I hear you, Bo. I hear you. Granddaughter says, I take size over speed all day. Big Low. Also, that's what she said. Oh, man, y'all are crazy. Joseph Thornton says, Falcons wide receiver room can average 5 boards each game. Falcons is 6. Five boards and 2 blocks a game. Oh man, Christopher Dumas, he says football speed is what we have. Drake London quarterback was pure trash. He had to rebound each catch. His highlight reel is all great catches and terrible passes. I mean that's legit. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Terry Fontenot said the same thing. Terry Fontenot says, hey man, if you look at the quarterback play that Drake London had in USC, we got to look at this, with objective eyes. If you look at the quarterback play that he had in USC, it wasn't as good as the quarterback play that we will have here. So I'm hoping that you got a point there, Christopher. And I think this is my first time seeing you in here. So I'll make sure that y'all welcome Christopher to the stream. Much love to you, my brother. Much love to you. Brian People says, I think Ridley Snake Eyes would have got traded away. He didn't fit with us in this new scheme. I mean, I understand, but look, at the end of the day, guys, you still got to have that guy that could just beat somebody one-on-one, right? Like you still legitimately have to have that guy. Now, one thing that we have to realize is that, these guys, they're not going to be getting, I'm going to go ahead and put it on out here to you. These guys, they're not going to be getting 10 catches a game. It's not going to be that. That's not going to be the case. Like, whoever the quarterback is, Marcus Mariota or Desmond Ridder, they're not going to be throwing the ball 40 times a game. So, I mean, let's just do the math. Let's say they did throw 40 times a game and he completes, let's say he completes 75% of his passes. That means that there's 30 passes that were completed. What I'm saying is that 10 of those passes ain't going to be going to one person. You see what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I think this wide receiver core is going to be predominantly to the main focus is going to be the run block. We're going to try to establish the run. And whenever you got those guys establishing the run like that, those big wide receivers like the Roddy Whites back in the day, like Julio Jones, he was a really good run blocker. Mohamed Sanu, you want those guys that are going to be 10 yards down the field, blocking, turning their back to the running back, and making sure that they let go at the right time so we don't have any dumb holding calls. That's what you want, So, I mean, it's one of those cases where I'm thinking that's what Arthur Smith is trying to do. I really feel this team has a little bit of a feeling of the 2008 Falcons, where it's kind of like we're going back to the basics a little bit, because that's what the 2008 Falcons did. Whenever we got Michael Turner, we focused on the defense a little bit more. We already had veteran wide receivers and Michael Jenkins and Roddy White. We just needed to kind of put everything together. And Matt Ryan, he did that for us. And here's the hoping that that's what's going to happen again. Look, I do need y'all to because I'm hoping something right now. I'm hoping, praying and wishing that everybody hit that like button. If you're excited about this NFL season, make sure that you hit that like button. I promise you hit that like button for me, I dance at your wedding one day. I promise you I'll do it. Wait a minute, Falcons said, talk to Arthur. Like, it don't sound right. You gotta have Big Q do it over there. Mickey Loomis saying talk to Sean. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it, Coach. Oh man. Granddad said stuck in the mud like that poor otter. Wow. Like that poor otter, Coach. Man, you picking on that otter. Oh man. Trey Jones says, nah, Calvin, he just don't like the order. Okay, Trey. I think you projected your feelings on the Calvin Ridley. That's what I think happening. That's Cartier says Calvin draft King Ridley already got his bets in. Oh, Jamal D says, no matter what you think of Ridley, he's an elite route runner. He fits any scheme. If we just talking scheme, and that's what I'm saying, Jamal. I think it's running at the end of the day, running routes are just running routes, right? I mean, it's one of those cases where people be like, oh, he doesn't fit this scheme. He's too small to play this. Like, no. At the end of the day, if you can run me a nasty 7, I don't care who you is. If you can run me a nasty 7, you can run a nasty 7. Oh man, y'all are crazy, boy. Y'all are crazy. Let's see here. Let me see. Slick's in here. What's going on, Slick? Slick says, I read where the Falcons are going to let the starters play more in the preseason. Arthur Smith is learning. Oh my goodness. What in the world? Arthur Smith is learning. He learned his lesson. I tried to tell him. I kept saying, hey man, like, you ain't gonna play none of these guys in the preseason. No, we got it. We've been practicing, at Flat Night. No, you need to let these guys play in the preseason. And now, with as young as this team is now, you definitely need to do that. You can't be playing the radio this season, Bo. If you finna go ahead and if you want to make sure that you get this team right, especially with the schedule that we got, you can't come stumbling out the block, Bo. You can't do it. You legitimately can't do it. Tragic 504 says, nah, talk to Font now. I can't do it, man. You gotta go over there to the sports coma and chop it up with Big Q and ask him to hit that Mickey Loomis for you. That's what you got to do. Brian Peoples, he says, I hit that like button, low. He said, you gotta do the hustle at my wedding. I don't know. I just don't know who it's gonna be, who I'm marrying and when, but you gotta do the hustle. I got you, bro. I got you. Do the hustle. I do a mean hustle now. I get my cousin, Big Low Conspiracy. He'll come. He'll be like, blessings, beloved. What's going on, Will? Much love to you, Will. He says, what's up, Coach? What I missed? Look, Coach, the party just got started. We ain't even got to halfway through the playlist yet. The party just got started. Keith, what's going on, Keith? Much love to you. Bill, he says, who do I have to win the Super Bowl? Man, that's a good question, Coach. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't saying this just because you asking me the question, but I think the Bills' time is coming soon. I think Buffalo is continuously putting together a better and better team. I think the Bills, it's going to be Buffalo Bills season pretty soon. Much love to you, Nate Bill. Me and Coach Ronnie, we plan on going to the Niagara Falls pretty soon. Every time I think about going, I'll be like, man, I wonder what Coach Nate Bill up to. Man, but the question I want to ask y'all is, what grade, after seeing the wide receiver core at the beginning of the offseason, what grade would you give the wide receiver core now? What would you do? What grade would you give them? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Because, they used to ask that question back in the day. You say elemental P, to be like, oh, nah, you ain't a smart American. Y'all know that about that joke. Oh, man. Granddaughter says, welcome all wonderful people, sports fans to the stream, watching all around the world. Coach Big Low Kuntry family welcomes you. Please hit that like and subscribe and share. Make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. Don't keep a good thing to yourself. Joseph Thornton, he said, hit that Mike Davis, Bo. Where Mike Davis ended up going to, I forgot. Man, where he got? Oh, I think he went to the Ravens. He's gonna be in there. He's gonna be up there in Baltimore eating crab cakes, going. That's all Mike Davis. Eating them crab cakes. He's gonna be running with them crab cakes like Jameis ran with them crab legs. Don, wait a minute, Dolan A. Polo. He said, man, it's Falcon season. Shout out to where. Hey, that's what I'm hoping, Bo. I'm ready for it. I'm hoping that's the case. Definitely am. Hey, Coach Ronnie, you do me a favor. Could you come in here and turn the fan on for me? I did that Mike Davis. I got hot. I did that Mike Davis. I got hot. Oh, man. Y'all are crazy, boy. Y'all are crazy. So let me see what everybody's grades is. Ice Man, what's going on, Ice? I'm Icy. What's going on, fam? I got a house around my neck and my wrist gon' chill. See y'all young Thundercats. Y'all know about this new school Gucci. Rapping with Big. I won the lotto and everything, but y'all don't know nothing about that doggone that old school Gucci. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Anyway, Cartier, he says B minus. Brian Peebles, he says A minus. Luis Castillo says a D. Man, boy, y'all grading hard. Nate Bill, he says he give him an A. Okay. Iceman H. I don't know what. Iceman, you ever got an H on your report card, bro? That ain't good. Monty says B plus. Joseph Thornton says B plus. Ghost Peppers gives him an A. Jamal D says B minus on wide receiver room. Will Cotton with the B plus. Okay. Grandizer. Much love to you, Grandizer, for shouting out the Big Low Conspiracy. The Big Low Conspiracy video. Definitely. The Iceman says he give him a B. Boomer Falcons. Boomer Falcons give him a B minus. False Star Falcon says, at Joseph Thornton, I'm with you. I need Coach to hit that mic. Oh, man. Let's see here. Boomer Falcon gives him a B. Christy Lewis says, and incomplete is too early. Okay. Incomplete. See, that's what I'm talking about, Christy. See, Christy looking at that thing objectively. That's what I'm talking about. Incomplete. Cisco, cause without you, girl, my life is in. Y'all don't know about that either. See, y'all young Thundercats, y'all. Even though it seems I have it. See, y'all know. Dog Nation says, how can you not say we're not way better, Bo? B minus. Okay. Brian Peebles said, Mike, okay, yeah, he did go to the Ravens. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all my grade, Bo. Corvette, Patterson. What the word? Corvette. like what the world? Corvette. Hopped in, we're doing TikTok. Slick said, I give him a B. I love the Brian Edwards pickup. Trey Joseph, much love to him. Who that family, Saints family, he's a Saints family, but whenever I hit him up, he say rise up. I think he's trying to lead the Saints. Anyway, he says B minus. Now I'm gonna give y'all my grade, bro. I'm gonna give y'all my grade. I'm giving the Falcons an A. I'm giving the Falcons an A. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. We were driving aimlessly around 285, going back and forth up 75, all the way from Macon to Tennessee, trying to find wide receivers. And we legitimately found it. I can't call Terry Fontenot no 00504 in this situation, bro. I legitimately can't. And the reason why I say this is because it's a perfect situation. First of all, you got all these new young Thundercats that's coming in, into the league, and they changed the whole expectation of what wide receivers, how hot wide receivers to come into the league. Justin Jefferson came in, killed it, hitting the gritty all over everybody, just gritty and all of Jamar Chase came in. I told y'all before the draft last year, I said Jamar Chase is Julio Jones 2.0. Y'all might want to draft him in your fantasy league. And what happened? Trey Joseph, he'll tell you. I'm sure he's an LSU fan. If not, I apologize, Trey. So we've been seeing all these guys come in. It's not like it was back in the day in 2011 when Julio Jones came in. It took him a while to kind of get up to speed. We seen the talent there. That Indianapolis Colts game, that's when Julio started going off. But it took a good 2.5, 3 years for Julio to be Julio. Right? But I'm going to tell you something. I think Drake London paired with Kyle Pitts, paired with Brian Edwards, is the best possible scenario that we could have. And the reason why I say that, guys, is number one, you got a very serviceable wide receiver core without spending that much money. Think about it. Think about it like this right here. Jarvis Landry, we're probably paying these guys all together. Well, no, I ain't going to say all together because Drake London went 8th overall. But if we would have got Jarvis Landry, we would have paid a whole lot more money. But I believe Brian Edwards can put up the same amount of production that Jarvis Landry can. I legitimately do. Also, I believe that, and let's talk a little bit X's and O's here, guys. So everybody's saying, okay, Drake London, he's not fast enough, right? And somebody mentioned a little bit earlier, they said, hey, man, we're talking about game speed. There's regular speed and game speed. I can see Drake London playing in the slot a whole bunch. Trey Joseph, he could tell you. Guess who else ain't that fast? Michael Thomas. Guess who's making $20+ million a year? Michael Thomas. Guess who's giving the Saints a whole bunch of problems, but they continue to stick it out with them? Michael Thomas. Because Michael Thomas is good. Michael Thomas is a very physical wide receiver, short hands, and he does everything within the scope of his ability. So I can legitimately see Drake London playing in the slot. I can also see Kyle Pitts playing that X receiver a whole lot more. The X or the wide receiver. But the guy that I feel like nobody's paying attention to is Brian Edwards, guys. Y'all see all the big plays that young man made last year for the Las Vegas Raiders? He made all those crunch time touchdowns and all those crunch time big catches. But the thing is that he didn't get that many opportunities, guys. He didn't get that many opportunities. He had 500 something yards, I believe, off of 30-something passes. That's right, Brian Peoples. Larry Fitzgerald, he wasn't fast either, but he was a dog. I bet you want Larry Fitzgerald on your team. So, let's be honest, guys. It's one of those things where it's like we have to make sure that we put things into perspective. If I'm not mistaken, I think Brian Edwards, he runs a 4.5 40. Now, he got taken in the 3rd round, I believe, whenever he was drafted. But a lot of people said that he was a 1st round kind of talent, right? Now, like I said, Kyle Pitts, he's running a 4.4 40, 6'6", 245. He's a unicorn. I mean, that's what he is. I mean, that's your field stretching guy right there. But Brian Edwards is also your field stretching guy, guys. Like, don't forget about Brian Edwards. Then you got a guy in Alden Tate who, he can run every route in route tree too, and he's another short-handed guy. But just imagine Kyle Pitts lined up in line at tight end, Drake London lined up in the slot. Just imagine the possibilities. In the words of Kevin Garnett, anything is possible. You can run pick plays. Just imagine running a pick play with them two big boys. First of all, you're gonna try to make sure that you stay on their hip because they're both so big and they got such a long reach. But not only that, it's like if they get inside of you, it's over. You can kiss the baby. Because one thing that safeties and defensive backs do whenever you got guys that's that big, it's like they're worried about what's going to happen if they catch it. We've seen it happen with Julio for years. It's like whenever Julio Jones catch a pass, everybody start panicking. Everybody's trying to get there, right? Everybody start panicking. And that's one of the reasons why. That's one of the reasons why Mohamed Sanu ate so well. That's one of the reasons why Mohamed Sanu ate so well, because people were so worried about Julio not just making the catch, but what would happen if he made the catch and broke a tackle, right? We have people playing safety for the safety. And I really see that same panic with a Kyle Pitts, to be completely honest with you. Kyle Pitts, there have been a couple of times. I remember one time he broke it loose, and I believe he accidentally stepped out of bounds. But I was looking like, oh, boy, I wouldn't want to be in that defensive backfield, because I don't want to have to be playing the whole time. I got to keep looking over there at him to make sure they do pass it to him, and then I can't just kind of jog it over. Now I gotta be humping and bumping over there just in case. He mushes my boy into the ground. I got to make sure that I can back him up. So with that being said, it's like if I'm looking back and I'm still showing some attention to this side over here, guess what's going to happen? Because I'm going to tell you something, guys. The question is, how do you play this wide receiver core? We know that we know that Arthur Smith is going to try to run the ball, right? But whenever they do run that play action, and it don't matter what concept you run. It don't matter if you run smash. It don't matter if you run levels. It don't matter what concept you run. How are you going to guard these guys? You can't just put two over the top and play man-to-man coverage, because all I gotta do is make Drake London run something inside, right? You try to run zone coverage. If everybody know where they're supposed to be at, guess what's going to happen? Somebody's going to be open. Because even if I got somebody over here on my hip pocket and this guy next to me is 5'10" and I'm 6'5", I'm open. I mean, out of respect for this other person, I'm not going to say I'm open, but me and the quarterback know I'm open. You see what I'm saying? So it's tough, man. It's legitimately tough. Definitely. False Star Falcon said exactly. Twisted Torch in here. What's going on, Torch? Much love to you, man. Y'all make sure that y'all show my boy Twisted Torch some love, man. Over there at Twisted Torch TV. Make sure that y'all go subscribe to him. He got great energy, bro. Great energy. Definitely. False Star Falcon says T.O., Anquan Bolden, Dez Bryant, Roddy White, Hines Ward. None of these guys were burners, but were exceptional wide receivers. I mean that's true. Because think about how many guys came to the league who were burners, but they were not exceptional wide receivers. It's like I said earlier today in one of my commenting on one of my videos. I said, hey man, because they were looking at the Big Low conspiracy video, and they were like, I don't see how y'all can say Desmond Ridder is the guy whenever they waited to the third round to pick him, and he wasn't even the first quarterback taken. And I was like, well, look, bro, it's one of those cases. Think about this. How many Super Bowl quarterbacks were taken first? And just because he was taken in the third round, that doesn't mean that he was their guy. I was like, look at Russell Wilson. They was like, man, y'all always use that Russell Wilson. I'm like, okay, well, let's look at a whole bunch of other scenarios. But the fact of the matter is it's just like in this situation with all those guys that you named, the Anquan Boldens, Dez Bryants, Roddy Whites, and Hines Wards. Somebody mentioned Mike Evans. Football is just like life, right? It's all about the circumstances that you're put in. It's about the circumstances that you're put in and how hard you're willing to work. So if you're somebody who, you're an exceptional talent, but, let's say that you didn't have the best circumstances, some cases you could work yourself out of that. Sometimes you're just, in a bad situation. Me, myself, for example, in where I'm from a small town, guys. Like whenever I graduated in the early 2000s, we didn't have, I put it to you like this: Huddle, the highlight software that they have for high school athletes, it wasn't that popular. You see what I'm saying? My school, I came from a single A school, and if they could have made it smaller than that, they would have. There were 37 people in my graduating class. 37 people. Now, granted, we went to the state championship 3 years in a row. We had very, very talented guys who could have played Division I football, but we didn't, because it was one of those cases where people just didn't know about us. We went to the Dome, and we got some exposure there. And one guy from my school, he went to Georgia Tech, but I'll be completely honest with you, there were guys out there that were better than him. He just had a good SAT score. And that's what I'm saying. That sometimes it's all about the circumstances that you're given to determine, where you can go in life and how far you can go. Now, a lot of it has to do with how much you can work and what you're willing to do for it. That has that's a big part of it too. But the circumstances make a huge difference, bro. Circumstances make a huge difference. But yes, I'm telling you. Imagine Tajay Sharp. He was playing the X receiver a lot last year, guys. Who would you rather have, Tajay Sharp or Drake London? Who would you rather have, Olamide Zaccheaus or Brian Edwards? And y'all know I love Olamide. I love him. But who would you rather have? So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on out here, guys. I think I got to give, Terry Fine. I can't call him 00504 in this situation. I got to legitimately give him an A. I do. Y'all know I don't. Yeah, I judge pretty objectively, but I got to give him an A. Stephen B says the Falcons could have drafted Ridder at 58 and chose a linebacker from Siberia. A linebacker from Siberia. Okay. I don't know what to say with you, boy. Oh, man. Y'all look crazy, man. Y'all look crazy. Brian Peoples, he says Drizzy London and Brian Edwards. Hey, yeah, man. Brian Edwards. Yeah, so it's one of those cases. It's one of those cases where, we got the I think it's gonna work positively. Kind of like the Dallas Mavericks, right? Me and Twisted Torch, we were talking the other day. We talked before Game 7. He said, "Who you think gonna win this game, Coach?" I said, "Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like Luka. Rub me the wrong way. I don't know. I don't like him." I want Chris Paul to win one. You know, and we all know what happened. Chris Paul, he got drugged. Sons got drugged. You know, Lil Wayne, and we're going to be talking about that in a few minutes, so y'all stay tuned. Lil Wayne, he was on the sideline looking crazy. But, you know, whenever the Mavericks, whenever they put that team together, you know, this is back whenever they still had Porzingis. So I believe they got Porzingis and Luka the same year, but either way, it's like whenever they put that team together, it's like they put that team together with a plan, right? You know, just like I feel like the Falcons are trying to do right now with this wide receiver core. I wanted them to go defense, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all did too. A lot of y'all said, hey, man, the Falcons, they need to go defense. You know, we could get a wide receiver later on, but looking back at it now, it's like, man, you know, our wide receiver core was looking pretty sick. We were looking pretty bad, bro. We were down bad. But now it's one of those cases where, okay, moving forward, what are you going to do to fix it? Okay, well, let's bring Cordero Patterson back. Because I didn't even mention Cordero Patterson. You know, we in Monte, he actually just reminded me about it. He says Cordero Patterson, he's going to be an X factor also. Yeah, I mean, I forgot all about Cohesive Patterson. Will Cott says, does Coach Roney still think Terry is a double agent after the draft? I don't know. I think Coach Roney, I think she got to see the baby. Coach Roney said, so her thing is, she says that, look, guys in sports, she said that we get naked too fast. She said that we always jump to conclusions. We just get excited. We always just trying to jump in there. You know, she said that we need to learn how to have a slow hand. We gotta learn how to have that easy touch, bro. Oh man. Torch told me, he said, hey man, he said he think the Mavs gonna get it. He think the Mavs gonna get it, man. Y'all make sure y'all check Torch out, man. He good people. But yeah, so I mean, I feel like that's the same thing that the Mavericks are doing. Now, moving forward, I've been tell you something. As far as the finals go, I definitely want to know who y'all think is going to go to the finals and who's going to win the finals. But you know, it still ain't changed. I still don't like Luka. He still rubbed me the wrong way. I get, you know, you get tired of watching the same teams in the finals over and over again. But it's one of those cases, guys, where I think Steph and Clay deserved it to go back, and they indeed might not go back. You know, Luka, he's playing at a whole nother level right now. But I want to see Steph and Clay beat Luka, but I'm going to say the Golden State Warriors. And you know, it's hard to not look at the game last night and say, hey, who do I think should make it out the East? It's hard to look at it, but man, boy, I don't know. Jimmy Butler, man, he was playing like Rachel Nichols was in the audience. Jimmy Butler playing like Rachel Nichols in the audience, bro. You know how y'all be playing at the court whenever your girlfriend or the girl that you talking to show up and come watch, boy, you be playing like Tingy, trying to dribble, break fast through the middle just to see a smile and giggle. That's how Jimmy Butler playing last night, bro. But you know, I do feel like the Celtics have one of the best coaches in the league right now. Fun fact, I don't know if anybody knows this, but the coach for the Celtics is married to Nia Long. If anybody knew this, please don't ask how I know. Please don't ask how I know the coach for the Celtics is married to Nia Long. But yeah, he married Nia Long. So you know, just imagine, you know, he gets a chance to go home to Nia Long. A lot of our childhood crushes, you know, every night. So you know that's a fun thing. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I think he's probably one of the best coaches in the league. So it's all gonna come down to how many 3-pointers the Boston Celtics can make. Now, Miami, they're a good closeout team. They could close out on the best. They could close out with the best of them. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on out there. Golden State Warriors versus the Miami Heat. I'm gonna go ahead and say Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, I think he's gonna go ahead and get him one. Jimmy Butler's gonna win it. He's gonna win it in 6. He deserves it. He deserves it. He deserves a chip. He deserves a chip. Yeah, Torch. Yeah. He married the Nia Long. Torch said, that's a lucky man. Ghost Pepper says last year Pitts was getting blanketed a ton in the red zone because we wouldn't because why wouldn't the defense? Gage, OZ, and Sharp scared nobody. I truly don't believe this will be the case this year. I agree with you, Ghost Peppers. I think, you know, if you have a situation where you can spread the field out, and you know, you throw it at the goalpost, and see and you know, see what's gonna happen. But yeah, you know, it's one of those cases. Coach Ronnie said that she said that she told me he was married to Nia Long. That's how I know. Now, remember we were talking about Nia Long for some reason. I forgot why we were talking about Nia Long. That, you know, you Googled her because I was like, man, is Nia Long married? And then you was like, oh yeah, he's married to that coach. Okay. You know, I was like, man, that's an interesting fun fact. Jay says, oh, and Cordell Patterson will line up as a wide. I hope so. I hope he lines up as a wide receiver because, you know, you got running backs. You got your running backs. We need somebody to coach up these young wide receivers, you know, to try to get them right. Because I'm gonna be completely honest with you. That's one of the main reasons why Kyle Pitts only had 1 touchdown last year. Whenever you get into that red zone, you got 22 people in a compacted space. That's real tough, man. That's real tough. You know, it's tough to score on that kind of, you know, it's tough to score in those type of circumstances. No matter how physically gifted you is. What's going on, ATLGA Faithful? Much love to you, my brother. Much love to you. Wait a minute. I think I seen old Molly in here. Molly says, Big Low. Is the Atlanta Hawks playing in the Eastern Conference? No, man. No, we playing in the same series that New Orleans Pelicans playing in this year. You know, we ain't playing in no series. We played in the Eastern Conference Championship last year. Did y'all play in did the Pelicans play in the Western? Oh, okay. Y'all just go ahead and send Brandon Ingram on the ATL. That's what you do. Oh man. Now, Steve, I don't think he's 100% yet. So, you know that's definitely gonna be interesting. Once he's 100%, it's gonna be tough. You know, they are missing Kyle Lowry, Mike Lowry's little brother. Oh man. Speaking of Mike Lowry, no, let's go ahead and talk about this Lil Wayne situation, man. What's wrong with Lil Wayne? First of all, did y'all see the picture of Lil Wayne, you know, sitting on courtside looking crazy, you know, like what in the world? He was looking like he seen baby come through the door. Like what's going on, Matt Time Mike? Much love to you, Bo. Now, before we get started, I do want to tell y'all something. Lil Wayne, he probably my favorite rapper of all time. I was bumping Lil Wayne back in the Loud Pipes, Block is Hot era. You know what I'm saying? From my head down to my shoes. I'm 20. Yeah. I'll bump Lil Wayne back then. Then whenever he had his own personal renaissance and went crazy with the Carter, the original Carter, you know, dedication, the drought, no ceilings, all that, you know, he hit a whole nother level. So whenever I went to New Orleans, I had to take a picture by the Lil Wayne mural. But what in the world is wrong with Lil Wayne, Bo? Lil Wayne, like, so for everybody who don't know, Lil Wayne You know, he was talking trash. He was talking trash to Luka. You know, he called Luka some names on Twitter, right? Okay. Luka came, whipped up on the Suns, boy. It just made him look like a doggone, look like 2K out there, boy. I said, goodness gracious, Luka. You ain't got to do that, man, like that. So, moving forward, after the internet done embarrassed Lil Wayne, because he looking like he done seen a ghost, Mark Cuban talking trash to him. Mark Cuban, Lil Wayne told Mark Cuban, he said, hey, I finna get you smacked, boy. Don't make me urinate in your mouth. Wait, what? Urinate in your mouth? What's gangster about that? Oh, hold on. So, you mean tell me that I do something that you don't like? You gonna urinate in my mouth? What in the world, boy? That seems like that might be more for you than you know what? Hold on, wait a minute. Cartier says off topic. Did you get your Atlanta Braves replica ring? Or are you going May 23rd or June 8th? I'll be there May 8th. Okay. You'll be there on the 8th. Man, I ain't got my replica ring yet, but I definitely got to get it. I definitely got to get me one. Appreciate that, Cartier. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Much love to you, my brother. Yeah, that's what I heard. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Geronimo Allison. I forgot all about Geronimo and the Lone Ranger. Oh, man. Jamal, he said, I read that, coach, and I said, pause. Like the fellas on PMP. That I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That was a pause moment. Like, wait, hold on, wait a minute. So you gonna how we gonna do this? Hey, wait a minute. Like, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? He's gonna be like, oh man, hit him. Now, hold him down. I'm gonna pee in the nose. That's nasty, Wayne. What you doing, bro? I don't know. I don't know what Wayne though, bro. What's going on, kid folk? Much love to you, Sergeant Stetson Bennett. Much love to you. John Person III. He says, what's good, coach and staff? Who you got tonight? Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I'm finna roll with. I think I'm finna go ahead and roll with them Warriors. I think I'm rolling with the Warriors tonight. I think I am. But man, boy, Matt Time Mike, he said, keep it PG. Keep it family, PG. Yes. We gotta keep this thing PG now. We gotta remember the kids. We got kids watching. But look, I want to ask y'all, do y'all think it's gangster? I can't believe I even asking. This is the craziest 1-2 question I ever asked. Do y'all think it's gangster for Lil Wayne to say he gonna number one in Mark Cuban mouth? If you feel like it's gangster, put a 1 in the chat. You feel like that's slightly weird, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to see what y'all think, to see if it was just me by myself that that just thought that was weird. ATLG Fate was that, man, Wayne on that cough syrup. that boy on that diamond tab hard, boy. That's rough right there, boy. That is rough. Jamal D said, same here, Lo. Wayne ran my childhood through my high school days, man. He the GOAT. Oh, yeah, man. Wayne, like I said, he probably my favorite rapper ever. Probably my favorite rapper ever. Let's see here. Let's see what everybody's saying. Molly Mall, man, I don't know what them gangsters in New Orleans be doing, Molly Mall. Like, y'all be tripping me out. Brian Peoples, he said 2. Cartier, he says 2. Corvette. Patterson, he says 2. He think that's kind of weird. Jamal D said that ain't gangster in the Riley voice. Real says 2. Oh, Jay said no. I thought that was weak. I mean, who like I know that Lil Wayne has a very creative mind. I know sometimes he thinks outside of the box and everything, but like what happened to just beating people up? Why we gotta go to the bodily fluids? Like what in the world? There's admitted for us that Tony Soprano don't care what anybody else thinks. He doing it his way. We live for 2022. Hey, boy. Hey, all the time, you know what? I don't think I want anybody to pee on me then. See, I can't believe I'm finna say that. I'm finna say, all the time I want somebody to pee on me is if I get stung by a jellyfish. I think I just figure out a way to pee on myself. I think Joseph Thornton says 2. Coach Maurice Amy in here. He put 222 twos on. Coach Roddy says 1. Says he's a kinky gangster. John Person says 2. Wayne, he's sweeter than a honey bun. Molly Moss says Mark Cuban is just a porta potty. That's all. Oh man, Jay says I'm a Decatur boy from past, and the rappers are overrated. Okay. Dog Nation says golden showers. Don't wait. Molly Moss says dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman freak. Oh man. Mac Time Mike says 22 squared. She said that's prison talk. Hey, Bo. Hey, yeah. I look. That's one of those cases where whenever you don't realize your fandom went a little bit too far, right? First of all, we know Lil Wayne, he's a little bit of a bandwagoner. Like, let's be honest. He's a little bit of a bandwagoner. People forget this. Lil Wayne, he was in the locker room celebrating with the Mavericks whenever they won the championship in 2012. Now here we are 10 years later. You threatening to pee on the owner. Like that ain't right. that ain't right, bro. Nah. Like if you want to be on the squad, be on the squad. Like don't be taking it back. Nah. Oh man. Man, y'all are crazy. My mom said Wayne tried to bring out his inner R. Kelly. Man, y'all, oh my goodness. Jamal D says Wayne from New Orleans, but don't claim New Orleans. But don't claim no teams from there. Wayne, his whole thing is that he said the way that he became a Packers fan is because whenever the Packers won the Super Bowl in New Orleans, his dad went to the game. He came back with a whole bunch of Packers memorabilia, Packers towels, cups, and everything else. So he said that he was just used to that, and that made him a Packers fan, right? Lakers, he just fell in love with Kobe. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a pretty big Lakers fan. I kind of cooled off a little bit since LeBron's came there. It's complicated. I'm not that big of a LeBron guy, but the Lakers. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love the Lakers, but I make sure that I support my home team too. You see, I'm representing the Hawks all day. So it's one of those claims. It's one of those things. My mom says New Orleans don't claim Lil Wayne no more. Man, that's rough. That's rough. ATLGF Faithful said at the same time he want to be out in left field. So where? Okay, he says it sounds lame to say, but he would have to have people hold him down. So it would be some way gangster real talk. Just to do it, then walk away like I told you. If I say I'll make it, if I said I could make it happen, what in the world? Like, hey man, like how does this work? Hey, Bobby, Gerald, hold him down. Like, look, Don't you ever disrespect me on Twitter again. You played with the bull. Now you got to get the horse. Like, how does this happen? How can we make this gangster? I don't know. Oh man, look, man, look. Y'all make sure that y'all hit the like button. I'm sorry if this conversation went left. I'm sorry if it did. I'm sorry. I just whenever I heard about this, I gotta talk about this with the coaching staff. Also make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. You know, if you share the channel with your mama, you let me know. I promise you, I won't talk about Lil Wayne peeing on people. I promise you, I won't talk about Lil Wayne peeing on people again. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, man. Definitely. Definitely. Andy says, Lil Wayne, he out his mind. But yeah, man, yeah, I'm legit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm excited. I'm excited about this season. I really feel like the Falcons. I really feel like the Falcons made some good decisions. And to be completely honest with you, I mean, as weird as this sounds, I believe the offseason may have gone as good as it could go. I legitimately do. I believe it could have gone as good as it could, and that's including the draft. You know, Jamal says, Mark, he got more money than Wayne. I'm sure if Wayne brought some muscle, Mark would have security. Of course, Mark's a billionaire. That's with the B. Like just because Wayne's rich, that don't mean nothing. um, Ghost Pepper says, Yoda said the analyst nut hugging media on Luca is strong in this one. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. We know that we know that Luca's the golden child right now. So they're gonna push that real hard. Monty says D Watt situation threw me. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. I really don't know everything that's going on in the Deshaun Watson situation.
We dodged the bullet.
You think we dodged the bullet?
So. Just from the leak this is the first of 22 cases.
Uh-huh.
And in the first of 22 cases, he got the woman leaving the session crying.
The woman left the session crying?
Yes. And then he texted her, come on, oh, I'm sorry. Let me know when you're ready to work again, though. Like, what?
Wait a minute. So if I leave crying, why would I want to work with you again?
Why would I want to work? And why would you just be like, oh, I'm sorry, but let's do this again?
First of all, why did the lady cry and she left?
That's enough for me to feel like something weird is going on. I don't know what he did, but whatever he did left the very first woman in tears. I don't want to hear the rest.
Man,
I'm glad we dodged that bullet. And I wonder what Cleveland gonna do now that they owe him money to sit at home and be suspended for most of the season.
Fully guaranteed.
Fully guaranteed.
All right. So, coaching staff, let me know what y'all think. Do you feel like the Falcons dodged the bullet not getting Deshaun Watson? You feel like we dodged the bullet? Put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like, you still kind of would have wanted them, put a 2 in the chat. I ain't gonna lie to you. And that's the first case out of 22.
22.
Man, boy. Now, you were saying something to me before. You said somebody made a good point, Coach Ronnie. And look, whenever y'all give me your answers, now, y'all leave your heart out of it. Don't be playing the jealous ex. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't kill him. But yeah, Coach Ronnie said, why would you, if you're a professional athlete and your body is your moneymaker? Somebody said it on Twitter. Okay. So somebody said it on Twitter, Coach Ronnie said. She said, if you're a professional athlete and your body is your moneymaker, why are you trusting Instagram models to give you massages? It's like
they could hurt him.
They could. It's like, I'm not a professional athlete and I trust Coach Ronnie to give me massages.
Certified licensed Massage therapist. Don't be massaging.
I was like, I just covered there with the coconut oil. Like, go to work. Just throw it on the bed. Be like.
Don't listen to him.
Jamal said, sound like Cleveland Keeper Baker. ATLGA faithful Coach Ronan. They both agreed. They said it sounds like, looks like we dodged the bullet. Jay says, country boy, you only good because of that woman in the background talking.
You're right.
I don't disagree with you. Hey, your point? Get you one. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you, boy. No lies were told. Jamal, Coach Joseph Thornton, Fords up, Cartier, Corvette, Patterson. Grand Dodge a good man. Look, everybody feel like we dodged the bullet. Now, is this a hindsight 2020 situation? Brian Peebles, Joseph Thornton had to come back and say one again. And the right with 111 ones. Jay says, hey man, I like Ritter. It sounds like you like Coach Ronan too, Jay. Well, I'm gonna let that go. Much love to you, Jay. Jermaine, he says yes. Molly Mall, he says that lady cried because she told Watson she got kicked off the usher board. What?
I don't get that.
What in the world?
I don't get it.
Man. Yes, I mean, yeah, looks like everybody think that we might have dodged one.
Millie Mills.
What, Miss
Millie
Bill?
Mills said he got him on Instagram because that's where hoes at.
Millie Mills a fool. I tried to find that one. Coach Mari said he would not see that money. Yeah,
I was like, what is his contract? Is his contract that is guaranteed? Is there a?
I'm sure there's some sort of breach.
Clause?
There has to be some sort of breach of contract. There has to be.
I mean, because I would think if it's fully guaranteed for him, in order for it to be fully guaranteed, as long as he's trying to play, barring an injury, he would still be paid.
Well, I don't know. It depends on and that might have been what was taking him so long to get his contract and everything written out, because he might have been factoring all that into play, being like, hey, well, look, I want a fully guaranteed contract with these stipulations. So if I do get in trouble, I still get paid, kind of thing. Because it's like, you remember we kept saying, it's like this is just taking too long. And the Falcons fell out of they just fell out the race for some reason. And that everybody kept saying it was the money. We found out it was fully guaranteed. Billy Mill says they said that his country is heavy. Well, his contract is heavily backloaded.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's like I feel like this offseason worked out as good as it could have worked out, because now you got one of those cases where you and I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but Matt Ryan, he's not here anymore, and not only he's not here anymore, it's like we're also offloading his contract after this season, which is a positive. Julio Jones' contract is going to be offloaded. So, I mean, you got some good pieces in the draft. Hopefully we're going to be taking care of some glaring needs. Free agency was very good. And I feel like this Bryan Edwards trade, I feel like he's going to be our number one receiver. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. That's my wild take of the night. Bryan Edwards is going to be our number one receiver this season. He's going to catch the most passes, and he's going to have the most receiving yards, even more than Drake London. Kyle Pitts, he's just Kyle Pitts. He's not a receiver though. He's a tight end. But yes, I feel like I feel like Brian Edwards is going to be our number one guy. Alfonso, he says one. He thinks we dodged the bullet as well. Molly Moss says the Saints. He says the Saints dodged too. Man, ain't about worry about no Saints. I just cutting up with you, Molly Moss. I just cutting up with you. The thing is that we're gonna beat the Saints. It don't matter who their quarterback is. It don't matter if it's Jameis Winston, Ian Book. If they want to move Taysom Hill out of tight end back to quarterback, it don't matter. Drew Brees, he want to come back. We can whoop up on noodle arm Drew Brees too. It don't matter. We're gonna whoop up on the Saints. Week 1, the Saints finna get this work. That's all it is to it. You gonna get this work. Billy Mills says, I think it's gonna be Alden Tate though, Low. And it legitimately could be. Cartier Patterson says, put some respect on Patterson. Jamal D says, I think, okay, so look. Y'all tell me in the comments who y'all think gonna be the number one wide receiver for the Falcons. Who's gonna have the most production? Put it in the comments who y'all think is gonna have the most production. I'm getting a whole bunch of different answers here. Granddaughter says, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Help the algorithm for Big Low Kuntry. Help them get to over 50 likes. Much appreciated. Yes, definitely. If you're excited about the football season, make sure that you hit that like button. If you don't think that it's gangster to urinate in another man's mouth, make sure that you hit that like button.
Why we have to circle back to that?
Oh man, I just want people to hit the like button. Jay says, tell them, coach, we're gonna work in New Orleans. Hey, Bo, we finna work New Orleans over. We finna kick them boys. We're gonna literally drag a washing machine and drive onto the 50-yard line, Coach Ronan. Push it real close together. They kick them in between it. Oh man. Jay says Kyle Pitts will be the man. Well, we talk about the number one wide receiver. Like I said, Kyle Pitts, he's just Kyle Pitts. He's a tight end. He is really a tight end wide receiver. He does both, but he's listed as a tight end. Molly Mall says Julio Jones is y'all. Okay, all right, Molly Mall. Okay, I can't even say he's number one in our hearts because Coach Rhoda, she probably. Coach Rhoda said no, that ain't finna happen. Let's see. Corvette Patterson says Corpus Christi Patterson is. What in the world? Corpus Christi. Anthony Wright says Pitts. Brian People says Drizzy Drake. ATLGA Faithful says London, Edwards, Patterson, Tate. Good problem to have Bird and OZ and then Darby, Allison. We looking stacked, in my opinion. Oh, yeah. We looking good, bro. Coach Ronan says Alden Tate because I like his name. That's a good sign. What? Because you like his name?
Yes, I like his name.
Okay, all right. Okay. There's other players that you like their name that ain't really roll well for them.
No, you don't know that.
Bear Woods, that didn't work well. Bear Woods.
Don't remember that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
He played linebacker, and you was like, "Oh man, this guy, his name is Bear Woods."
Don't just make up stuff.
And you was like, and then you was like, it was actually my joke. And you was like, "Oh, is his middle name Poop Ender?" And I was like, "See, that's a lame joke, Coach Rhoda."
I said that.
Yeah.
That was my joke.
Yeah.
That sounds like me.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. As you circle back to talking about urination tonight, I make the poop in the woods joke. Okay.
Oh man. Boss said, y'all want Julio back, man. I think that ship done sailed, Coach. I don't think they. I don't want him back. I think Coach Ronan done spoken. She got a connection with Arthur Blank, so I don't think that's gonna work. Marius Amos says Edwards with the yards, London with the TDs, Pitts with the ball receptions on the team. Okay. I could definitely see that. Yeah, that's not even mentioning Pitts. Jay said that Pitts will be number one in receiving yards. Let's get it, GA. He says, who that? Who that? Who that gonna get drugged week 1? Oh man. Man, you a fool, coach. You a fool. Yeah, I think the Saints, they finna, like I said, we finna drag a washing machine and dry to the 50-yard line. Put it close as we can put it. Just gonna kick them in between the washing machine and dry. Because I don't know if y'all remember this, but Alvin Kamara, he ain't playing. He got in trouble. He got suspended from that incident last year at the Pro Bowl. Assault. I think he got in a fight with somebody because it was in Vegas. He got in a fight with somebody at the casino. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was at the crap table. How can you fight somebody at the crap table? That's the place where everybody friends. Somebody must have crapped out. He must have put it on the do not pass. Oh man. They said he ain't a tight end. He's number one in our hearts. I'm gonna start using that line, Coach Ron. I used to use that line back in the day all the time. Number one in your hearts. Number 8 in your program. I'm gonna start going back to that. I used to say that about Matt Ryan all the time. Number 1 in your hearts. Number 2 in your program. Matthew Thomas Ryan.
Somebody said in the comments earlier, asked if you had looked at the Colts schedule. Matt Ryan looks like he has the easy road to the playoffs.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't look at the Colts schedule because I don't want to see Matt Ryan in that pretty blue Colts uniform. I can't see it because every time I see Matt Ryan, out there living his life, him and the twins and Sarah, I just imagine Matt Ryan just walking around the house singing, "Please don't worry about me, I'm fine." Trust me when I say that I'll be okay. Go girl, go girl. But I'm doing just fine. Oh man. Cartier, he says I put $100 on week 1, Falcons way. Man, that man putting up money. What it is? 3 months ahead of time, Coach Ron. That man sound confident. Man. So I don't know if anybody's seen the Big Low Conspiracy video. Big Low Conspiracy, that's my cousin. He gave his conspiracy theory about the Falcons taking Desmond Ridder, and this plan has been in place for the last 2 years. And they took him to be the starter a lot sooner rather than later. The question I want to ask y'all, because I got some mixed results in the comment section. Do you feel like Desmond Ridder will be the starting quarterback before week 5? If you feel like that's the case, if you feel like Desmond Ridder will be the starting quarterback before week 5, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like that's not the case, put a 2 in the chat. I want to know what y'all thinking. Marlon Moss is Big Low. You saying like Aaron Hall's third cousin, Celebration Hall. What in the world? What in the world, Coach? Get that hate out your heart, boy. Get that hate out your heart. See, Ryan People said, sing it, Low. Sing that thing, Low. Dog Nation says, Backwoods Pat. What in the world? We just went from the seas. He said, Backwoods Patterson or be the X Factor with all the talent on the field. Pick your poison. Okay. Everybody coming with the Patterson names. I finna give one Krispy Kreme Patterson. Since we ain't using the C's, I just go throw the Krispy Kreme Patterson out. Okay. I got mine out for the day. Billy Mills says, hey, Lo, that jersey pretty blue, man. That jersey, but that thing pretty, boy. I was like, dang. So vibrant. So That's sad. I know what color Matt Ryan's eyes are. They ain't blue. That's sad. I should know that. I said. Oh man, y'all are crazy, boy. Y'all are crazy. You never know what you're finna talk about on here. You go from, somebody being gangster to to Matt Ryan's eyes to, let's see, Coach Ronan. So you think Desmond Ridder gonna be the starting quarterback before week 5? Oh, okay. Jamal D, he don't think that's gonna be the case. Let's see. Wait, hold on, boy. I don't know that other language now. I just know Big Low Kuntry es magnifique. Did you take French, Coach Ron?
No, I took Spanish.
Oh, you took Spanish. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, I can't. S'il vous plaît.
And
Sur les boutons.
I'm guessing, please hit the like button.
Okay. Sur les boutons. How that?
I don't know. I don't speak Spanish.
I don't either. So speaking of French, I need to remind y'all. Y'all remind me to tell y'all the story about the French fella at Cheddar's. I need to tell y'all that story. What? Yeah. He almost got beat up, boy. Anyway, Cartier says he don't think that's gonna be the case. Anthony Wright, he put 11 ones. He thinks that Desmond Ridder would be the starting quarterback for the Falcons before week 5. Maurice Amy, he don't think that's gonna happen. Jay thinks it's gonna happen. Brian People says 1.5. You can't sit on the fence, coach. You can't sit on the fence. Give me one of the two. 4 is up. And Tyler Russell, they think that Desmond Ridder is gonna be the starting quarterback. Miller Bill says, nah, because we got Marcus Mariota. Coach. Oh man, Kenneth. What's up to you, Kenneth? I think this is my first time seeing you in here. Y'all make sure y'all show Kenneth some love. He says 2. He says that he don't think it's gonna happen. Joseph Thornton says 1. Ridder's gonna be the guy. Remember this day. May the 18th. Y'all remember this now. Marcus Adams. He said, I can't say, coach. I gotta see him in action in the preseason. Okay. Wow. Most hated young boy, Cantaloupe Patterson. Wow. Really? Cantaloupe Patterson. Yeah, I'm trying to. I lost my spot. Okay. False. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and put it back over. False start Falcon Granddad said no. Smitty, what's going on? Smitty says, what up, Low? What's love to you, Smitty? Much love to you, coach. Hope that you're doing good tonight, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out old Smitty, man. Much love to old Smitty Sports Machine. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how to do it. Man, Hefe KC came in and said, Cheese Kingdom. Much love to you, Hefe. I appreciate you for coming on, chilling out with us. Yeah. What does it mean? Okay. See, I said it right though. Yeah. Hefe. Yeah, that's right. Much love. What accent? I didn't say it with no accent. What? I got a little bit of confidence. I just got fancy with it. Much love to you, Hefe. Y'all make sure that y'all welcome Hefe to the street. Hefe. What's so funny? Cabbage Patch Patterson. So it looks like it's a mixed bag. Brian Peebles, he went ahead and said 2. He said 2. Granddaughter, he said yes about the French guy at the Cheddars, Coach Ronnie. He said yes. Okay. I'll see how everything finishing up, and I'll let y'all know. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Smitty says Mariota goes 3/4 of the way. Ridder finishes it off. Well, see, and that's the thing that that's the thing that I wanted to talk about, guys, is that if the Falcons, if you're legitimately trying to compete sooner rather than later, right? why change things up in the middle of the season? If you know that it seems like it's a growing narrative. It's a growing narrative that by the end of the season, Desmond Ridder is going to be the quarterback. If I'm going into this as a coach, and I'm thinking, okay, I got the pieces that I wanted. I'm training this offensive line up to be a whole lot better. Why would I change things up in the middle of the season if I'm going into this with the intent on winning? You know, Arthur Smith said it himself: the best quarterback is going to play. Now, most of the time, whenever that's the case, whenever they say stuff like that, it's a possibility that that rookie quarterback or that young Thundercat might play. But that's something that we definitely got to keep in mind. Iron Mike in here with the $2 Superman chat. He said, "Beloved, and me die. You a fool, coach." What's going on, beloved? What's going on, beloved? No, I'm not talking fast. You just listening slow, beloved. Oh man, appreciate that, my brother. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Much love to you. Much love to you. Definitely. Now Heffy says that he will sit his what? Heffy says that he will sit his quarterback for a year. Okay, I can definitely see that. Smitty says, "Man, you just can't pronounce them folks' name any kind of way. Use syllables." Get that hate out your heart, Smitty. Oh man. Wait a minute. Coach Rose says, "I never wear a wig, Big Mike. That belong." Wait, what you talking about?
Go ahead and give me my wig back. And I'm like, I never wore a wig. That belongs to the coach's cousin.
The coach's cousin, yeah. You said the coach.
I messed up.
Okay. Well, that's Coach. That's Big Low Conspiracy's real hair. Thank you. Oh man, it looked wiggy. That's right, Cartier. That's Coach Low's cousin wig. That's right. All right, so let me tell y'all. All right, so we was in Cheddar's, right? I got this friend. She was dating this young Thundercat, younger than me. You know how you got guys who are just like unnecessarily aggressive, right? And my friend, the guy that she was dating, he was one of those guys. He was unnecessarily aggressive. He lifted weights all the time. At least he said he did. He always looked the same. Like, you never looked at him like, oh man, he getting big. No, he always talked about lifting weights all the time. So, we was sitting in Cheddar's. I don't know if y'all ever ate at Cheddar's. They got these croissants, right? Man, boy, they some good croissants. You order them, 3 of them for what, like $3 or something like that. Oh, you have to pay for the ones in Atlanta? What about ones in Atlanta? Whenever the dude bid them. Okay, we shouldn't have. Anyway, all right. So look, we were sitting there, and we got croissants. I think this was my first time. My friend went to Cheddar. She's like, "Man, those croissants are good." She's like, "You think we can get another order of them?" I said, "Yeah, we can get some more of them." So, the guy that came, what was it? He was French. He was Haitian. Yeah. Okay, he was Haitian. Tall, dark-skinned guy. They speak a Creole. Yeah, they speak like a Creole, right? So I was like, "Hey, brother, you get a chance, I get another strawberry lemonade, and let's get another order of those croissants." He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, what you say?" I said, "Let's get another order with some money cost on it." I said, let me get another order those croissants. He said, oh, you want the croissant? He's like, oh, you want the croissant? Croissant. Yeah, he rolled the tongue. He's like, oh, you want the croissant? I was like, yeah. So Coach Rhoda, you know, she had like she seen Justin Herbert or Rajon Rondo, I don't know. Anyway. And my friend, she was like, "Oh, what you say? Say that one more time." Like, say what? She's like, "What you say you gonna bring back?" He's like, "A strawberry lemonade." She's like, "No, what else?" Oh, the croissants. oh, croissant. so they think, you know, they ate the croissants just so they could ask them for some more croissants. Meanwhile, you know, the guy that my friend's dating, he's over there, he's getting hot. He's like, man, you just gonna let them sit up here and ask this man for croissants like this? I like, what's wrong with them asking the man for croissants? I like, I'm eating them too. Go ahead. So the guy comes back like, oh, seems like you really enjoy the croissants. Would you like for me to bring you back some more croissants? They're like, oh yeah. So end of the story. The guy who my friend was dating, she couldn't talk to the waiter no more. She couldn't talk to the waiter no more. It was rough. Wait a minute, we got Superman chat. Maurice Amy, he says, here tip on the next dinner date. Well, I appreciate that, Coach. Thank you so much, Coach. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. You know what's gonna make a dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman date. I appreciate that, Coach. So no, definitely, man. Much love to Coach Maurice. Much love to Coach Maurice. Definitely. But yeah, man. So look, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I know that y'all want to check out this game and everything. I just wanted to come on and chop it up with y'all. You know, we had a very interesting conversation on the wide receiver core for the Atlanta Falcons. You know, the NBA playoffs, how it's gonna unfold. Also we talked about what's gangster, you know, make sure that you keep your bodily fluids to yourself. And then you know, we talked about, you know, if you ever go and you see you go to Cheddar's and you ask for croissants, you know, just make sure that you're comfortable with your girl talking to him, because you know you might have a problem with him saying croissants. All sexy. I went home. I was like, man, I gotta figure out a sexy way to say croissants. That thing got Coach Ronnie going. I was like, I was looking in the mirror, croissants. I'm like, croissants? Croissants. I couldn't get it. Oh man. But look, man, I need y'all to stay safe. Please don't do anything I would do, man. Y'all take care. Wait a minute. Jamal says the Warriors, they're up by 10 so far. Okay. It's gonna be a good series. All right, man. Y'all take care. Y'all take it easy. We ready.